Greetings to everyone, and thanks for joining me for this Snowdrifts and Website Clicks webinar. This is just one of the multiple presentations that are part of today's warm-up with the Medicare Department's Medicare Education Expo. I am Mary Moko. I am an outreach analyst, or specialist rather, at WPS in the Provider Outreach and Education Department, and I'm joined by my friend and colleague Jennifer Boniface, who will be helping me with some behind-the-scenes activities. But before getting started, I want to remind you to review the disclaimers that I have placed at the end of the PowerPoint presentation. There are details on slide 15 in the notes section that you should be aware of. The information that I will present today is current to the best of my abilities, but it is subject to change. Please refrain from recording any portions of this presentation today. We are recording it and will publish it on our Encore Presentations webpage in just a few days, and we'll also place it out on our YouTube channel. If you don't wish to participate in this recording, you may leave the webinar at any time. So begins our Snowdrifts and Website Clicks webinar. Here is the objective and agenda for today. It is rather straightforward. At the end of the presentation, or by the end of this session, learners will be able to boost their efficiencies when navigating and searching on the WPS website. We do offer demonstrations or tours, if you will, of our website, and we do this on a monthly basis, but today's webinar is a little bit different in that we're sharing some tips and shortcuts for accessing the information you need that is housed on our website, hopefully with some boosted efficiency. The agenda should look very familiar to you, as these topics are the very same items that you saw in the webinar description when you registered for today's webinar. Should you have any questions about the content of this presentation, please do place them into the chat, and time permitting, Jennifer will share them to me because I'm not able to see the chat right now while I'm presenting, and I'll answer them at the end of my prepared remarks. So I want to begin with talk about the WPS website. My goal really is to share with you some tips about ways to boost efficiencies when using our website. This slide does include an embedded link to take you directly to our website. It's up here in the title. This is the beginning of this presentation. I'm actually going to go out to that website, or to our website, and show you some of these things, but I want to talk about some of them first. So one way to boost efficiency, and it might seem like a really simple thing, but it's to make certain that the website that you're viewing includes the information that's specific to your jurisdiction. WPS is the Medicare Administrative Contractor, or MAC, for Jurisdiction 5, Part A and Part B providers, and also Jurisdiction 8, Part A and Part B providers. So when you access the WPS website, a pop-up will present. You can use this pop-up to choose the map that represents your jurisdiction. Some of you may have noted during registration that you're affiliated with both Jurisdiction 5 and Jurisdiction 8, so you could choose either one of those depending on what you're working on that particular day. Now, some of you submit claims for Part A, some of you submit for Part B, and based on that registration data that I looked at, some of you submit claims for both Part A and Part B. So here's a tip. When you are using the WPS website, you can easily navigate contracts, or navigate back and forth between contracts. Getting my words mixed up here, and I will show you what I'm talking about here. All right, so when you navigate to the WPS website, or if you're out on the WPS website, and it doesn't matter what page you're on, it could be on any of these pages, a quick way for you to recognize which jurisdiction you're in is to look toward the top of the page here. There is a ribbon across here that says Choose Jurisdiction. Many of you will choose your jurisdiction when that pop-up presents, but you can also choose your jurisdiction by clicking or selecting the contract that you want to view. So if you are one of those providers or provider staff that works in both Jurisdiction 5 and Jurisdiction 8, you can simply go to this ribbon and choose the the contract that you want to view. Some of you work in both jurisdictions, so it's really very important that you differentiate between contracts here. Parts A, Part B, is it jurisdiction 5, is it jurisdiction 8? So that is one way, and you'll know which contract you're in because you will see the ribbon color highlighted. It will turn green when you select it. So our goal is to give our providers timely and accurate information that they need to submit and receive proper payment for Medicare claims. So as you can imagine, some of the information that you're looking at on some of our web pages is going to provide telephone numbers or fax numbers or perhaps even mail-in addresses. So you're going to want to make certain you're looking at the right information. We want all providers to understand the Medicare program, be informed about changes, and correctly bill so that we can make correct payment to you the first time, every time. Our website is by design arranged in various topic centers. Right now I am showing our home page here. Again, I apologize for the technical issues that I am having here. Going back out to that web page, make it bigger for you. All right, I'm on the WPS homepage. Another useful thing to remember when looking at our website is to make certain that you're aware of any changes that might have occurred to the website. You would look up to this bubble at the top of the web page, or you can also check out the system status that's in the center of the page. The system status here in the center of the page tells you that there are 2 informational messages and 5 moderate alerts, but you can also just click on this bubble at the top of the page to see system status, screen alerts, claims processing alerts, and such. So why am I showing you this today when we're talking about efficiencies with the website? Well, overall, this is going to provide for an efficiency, but because it's going to avoid that telephone call that you think you might need to make to customer service if you recognize that something with system seems a little out of character or wonky, if you will. So system status and alerts are available here. Make certain you're using the website to check those out and save you some time and be more efficient. So I'm going to go back to the home page here for just a little bit and show you some things here. When viewing a page on our website other than the home page, let's say we're looking here at prior authorization and working. You might have seen me do this already a couple of times during this live presentation. You can actually navigate quickly back to that home page by choosing the WPS logo in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Just click on it and it will take you quickly back to the home page. The quick links that are located on our home page provides another quick way, or a way to quickly navigate to information that you may be looking for. And we do place the most often accessed items here, and we do change these every now and then. So if you are one of those people that does like to use these quick links, you will notice that they do change sometimes. Another quick way to find information or navigate to information you look for is to look at the topic center, which is located at the top of the page. This is how we arrange our website. You'll notice all of the topic centers, when I choose topic center, will appear here in a menu. It's alpha order from left to right and top to bottom. Okay. There's also a link to frequently asked questions. We also offer those claims processing alerts that I talked about earlier that you can access by the bubble at the top of the page, or in the center of the home page, the system status here, right over here, there's a link. That's another way, or one way to access those claims processing alerts. But another way to do that, depending on what you're looking at on our website, is to look, It's right here in front of my eyes, folks. I apologize for that. It's been a long day and it's been very cold. I'm just working some of those the kinks out of things here. The MCS alerts here are on the bottom right, and I apologize for that. I looked right at it right in front of my eyes, but there's just a lot of ways to find information. There's no right way or no wrong way on our website, but you can go here on the bottom right here to the MCS alerts and choose Go. You might have mentioned that I said MCS, and MCS is the Part B claims processing system. Well, what if I'm one of those providers that submits claims for both Part A and Part B? Let's say I want to look at Part A claim processing alert. What do I need to do? Scroll back up to the top of the page and choose Part A. Okay. Then these claims processing alerts, the ones that I was looking right at and couldn't see, are right here under FIS alerts. These are the claim processing alerts then for the FIS system. So just another way to see those claims processing alerts that you can see by using this bubble or from the home page system status right here. All right. Of course, another way to be informed about what's happening is to look at the news and updates section on our homepage. And that is located in a couple of places where you'll be able to find news and updates. One is the lower left hand, kind of just opposite of the side of the page of those claims processing alerts. Here is where you'll find news and updates. If you missed out last week and didn't get a chance to take a look at news and updates, you can choose all news and open it up to see all of the news, not just the most recent news. Another great way to stay on top of things is to look at our news carousel, and that is located right here on the center of the home page. You can see the topic just changed to telehealth extensions. If you want to read the entire article, choose Read Now, and it will open up the article for you. This article talks about those telehealth extensions that are set to expire on January 30th. Just before this webinar today, I got a question about those telehealth extensions, and someone's questioning whether they will be extended. We don't know that, but this really truly is the most efficient way to stay on top of the news. We place items out here in this carousel on our homepage. So pay special attention to these. It will help you boost your efficiencies and stay in the know. Of course, you need to be on the right website as well. We talked about that already. Now I'm going to go back to those topic centers. Now we have arranged our and open up the menu that I talked about just a couple of minutes ago. Alpha order, left to right and top to bottom. And then we have a link to the all frequently asked questions here. You just simply choose the one that you want to navigate to. Okay. Review. So once inside a topic center, and I just clicked on the one for medical review, you can move from guides and resources to news and updates, frequently asked questions, and forms for the particular topic center that you chose. Okay. Now, most of our topic centers are going to offer all four of these. Some of them don't. Okay. We do place featured guides and resources directly under this green bar at the top of the topic center. The guides and resources are placed here. These are the most frequently accessed guides and resources, so we want to pull them out and make them more prominent so that you can quickly move to that information when you're looking for it. But you can move, as I mentioned, between guides and resources. You can view news and updates. You can choose frequently asked questions and forms, and all of these would pertain to that particular topic center that I'm now in, which is medical review right now. Okay. So CMS has emphasized the importance, I'm going to play some catch up here, of self-service tools for efficiency. They ask that we promote these tools, we create these tools, we take our ideas to them for new tools. If there are new initiatives, they share them with us. They ask us for the feedback. But to find WPS self-service tools, you would choose Tools, located at the top of every single web page. When you are on the website, a drop-down menu appears and it allows you to choose the tool that you want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and share the website once again. Just takes me a moment to get it open here or get it pulled over, enlarge it a bit. I want to show you those tools. We have the CERT claim lookup tool, which will give you status. If your claim has been selected for a CERT review, it will tell you, is the review complete? Is it not complete? Is it in process? And it will tell you if there is a finding, the results of that review. We also have our LCD, which is local coverage determination, and article lookup tool. This allows you to enter a keyword, a title, a definition into this box and choose between LCD and NCD lookup. So for example, if I wanted to see if WPS has an LCD for psych services, I would need to type it correctly and hit search, and this would bring back any matches. Okay. It's thinking. In the interest of time, I'm going to move forward and go back to other tools, starting with some date calculators. We have various date calculators here that you may not know about, and these certainly do boost efficiencies. It will tell you for a redetermination. You would enter your date of your initial determination, the remittance advice date on the claim you wish to appeal, and then we tell you the redetermination date is May 27th. If that remit date is today, you have until May 27 to request that level of appeal or redetermination. A few others in here as well. Medical review dates, reopening dates. You have 1 year from the date of service, so the reopening date is 1 year from the date you enter for reopenings, and so on. 90-day surgery periods. This will calculate the 90-day period for surgeries. So some great time savers there for you. I'm going to choose all tools, and I did that really quick, so I'm going to go back and show you that the last of the items you can choose is all tools. This brings you to other tools for self-service that we have available on our website. We have a lot of great information here, multiple options that should make things easier for you. We have an acronyms list. The enrollment application status inquiry tool is a great tool you might not know about. We have a link to or a box for forms. The portal user manual. This is important for those of you that are registered users of our Secure Net Access portal. That's the secure side of our website. This not only provides you with illustrations for SNAP, it also provides you with step-by-step instructions. So using this manual could avoid a call to customer service to find out how you use one of the functionalities here. So just something to think about. We include a lot of great information out in those tools. Other tools that are helpful, that LCD article lookup. There is a reason and remark code lookup that you can use looking at your remittance advice. Look for the reason and remark code, or place the reason and remark code on your remittance advice here. Is it a CARC, or is it a RARC, a claim adjustment reason code, or a remittance advice reason code, and hit search, and it will bring back for you a match if there is one. So for code MA130, this is the description. Okay. Provides more information for you. So some really great tools there. One other that I want to mention is the prior auth request search. This is a search status function that allows you to obtain status information that pertains to those prior authorization requests for a specific beneficiary. You do need to wait 24 hours after submission prior to checking the status. So a lot of really great tools here for you. So I want to make certain that you know that this information is available. All right, that brings me now to another portion of the presentation today, and that is to talk about some search tips and tricks using our website. This is, of course, just another way to boost efficiencies, of course, to utilize those search options. Now, unlike some people who are navigators, there are those of us that prefer to search. I am a searcher, not a navigator, but there's no right way, no wrong way. Like I said, you may be one of those people that just likes to navigate from one thing to the other when you're looking for something, but I like to enter that search, usually up in the search box, but there's other ways as well, in order to find what I'm looking for. Our search engine uses a language prediction tool, and that provides suggestions to guess the new word, phrase, or sentences that you are likely to type. And this is based on patterns learned. It's really similar to a smartphone autocomplete. And I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about. If you're on our website and you want to perform a search, it's going to use that language prediction tool, and I'll show you what that means. I'm going to type time, and you'll see when I type time, there are some results that are showing based on those patterns learned on that language prediction tool that we use for search. But if I type the word timely by adding the ly at the end, you'll notice the results have changed. So when I continue typing and I type the ly, this makes the search term timely instead of time. The results change, with those that most closely match moving closer to the top. So the likelihood that this result is going to be what I'm looking for as opposed to this is higher. Okay. You can choose from the drop-down menu of results that pop up under the site search, or you can hit search and then choose from the list that appears in the center of the page. Okay. Now, if you were to clear your cache and cookies, you'll reset that predictive language. That's just something to keep in mind. The more specific, of course, in your search request, the more specific your results are going to be. So I'm going to choose timely, which I just typed, and you'll see there are 13 results. If I choose timely filing and hit search, I have 79 results for timely filing. Now, you can place the word "and" in caps between the two words if you want to, or if you want your results to include both of those search terms. So for example, timely, and it needs to be in uppercase, and filing, there are 7 results. Okay. So that means, or what you're telling our search engine, is that you want all documents with both of those words in it, timely and filing. Okay. You can surround your search term with quotation marks to only search those exact words or an exact phrase to get an accurate match of that word or phrase. You can also place "and," as I mentioned, I'm going to show you another example here, between the two words if you want your results to include both. So I am going to enter here just fee schedule without using "and." And you can see over here there are 575 results. But if I type fee and schedule, and I have to use "and" in uppercase, hit search, I narrow down to 62 results. Because I just told the fee, or the search engine rather, that I want fee and schedule. You can also place the word "or" between two words, fee or schedule, to combine searches. So you can use this, the word "or" in caps, to search for results with one of those words but not both. Okay, just another way to search, drill down, or broaden. Okay, so 89 results for that one. use of OR allows users to find results for at least one of the specified items. So it really actually broadens your search rather than narrowing your search. And in some cases, that's what we want to do. Here's another tip if you're looking for something on our website and you're unable to find it. Pick up the phone. Give customer service a call. Someone will be happy to help you find what it is you're looking for on the website. If you are using our website, one of the efficiencies, of course, when you do need to reach out and contact us is to find that contact information in a hurry. We have added to our website the Contact Us feature located at the top of the page. You can choose Contact Us. The page will present and you can choose this drop-down menu here to look for contact information for the department of your choosing. So this will provide you with telephone numbers and such, and I chose customer service, which of course will provide you with access to the interactive voice response or the IVR first. So we've included links to tools, the operating guide, and some tips and tricks, because you will first get the IVR before you get one of our customer service representatives. But what we have done here to boost efficiencies, once again, is we have included on this page, because you find a need to contact us, we include a quick click on FAQs here to get to our frequently asked questions on our website, because chances are your question may be the same question that's been asked before. Okay, so just something to think about. You can look at the FAQs. If you choose to email us, you can simply choose email us right here under questions to tell us your jurisdiction, and then submit a reason or look for a reason for the email and then send off that email to you. I do want to caution you though that using this email us feature on our website is not a secure email. So we would want you to make certain that you don't include any PHI or PII in it. In order to send a secure message to WPS, you should use the Message Center service that's located in SecureNet Access Portal, SNAP. And this button just takes you quickly to log on, rather than going back to the home page and logging on. Okay. Some of you may have attended the presentation that I did this morning about PO, get to know PO, and PO is Provider Outreach and Education. One quick way to learn if we have some education scheduled on any given day is to choose the training center at the top of the page. We have this handy calendar for our upcoming events. Today is the 27th, just choose the 27th, and you will be able to open a page and view all of the offerings for the 27th. Okay. And in the interest of time, I am going to go back to the PowerPoint at this time. Sometimes a simple switch can help you find what you're looking for and avoid spending time searching. So when you're viewing content on our website, you can choose to view that content in the manner you prefer. I think all of us kind of get set in our ways, or we have an opinion of how we like to view things or look at things. I know one of my colleagues that has done some of our website demonstrations would prefer her view set differently than mine. So I want to show you what I'm talking about here, in that you can view content your preferred way. It's just a way to easily find things that you're looking for more quickly. So I'm going to pull the website back over here, make it a little bigger. I'm going to go to the Medical Review Topic Center. Seems to be a popular one for me today. But when you are in one of our topic centers, you can look at guides and resources, news and updates, FAQs, forms, as I mentioned about, but you can change your preferred way to view content here in this light blue bar. I'm going to scroll down and show you that there's a lot of information available under the guides and resources on this web page. You can choose to view by topic, which is what we're looking at right now. It's alpha order by topic. You can choose to view by specialty or service. Specialties listed. You can open and view more if you're interested in any of those, or you can choose to view your content in alpha order A through Z. Okay. So this, to me, is much more difficult to look at than this. You know, it drills down more what you see in the A through Z. That's true, but generally when I'm searching for something, I'm looking for something that's under one of these topics that I can easily identify, and then I can open and look at additional information. There's no right way, there's no wrong way, it's completely your preference. View the content your preferred way. It will save you time. Another thing that I wanted to talk about today, as we're talking about some of the boosting efficiencies or searching on our website, is the use of filters. This is another way to find what you were looking for faster. It's to use the filter. You can drill down content on a web page. So I'm on or in Guides and Resources, or looking at Guides and Resources in the Medical Review Topics Center. I can enter the word documentation in this filter box located here in the center of the page, and look what happens as I'm typing. Okay, so I'm filtering the content. The filter option is going to show only those items that have what you're typing in the title. Okay. Just another way or example of a way to quickly find what you're looking for. So these are just a few tips to help you with searches on the website. How you arrange your content, using that filter, doing searches, using the word and, using the word or. And again, one last tip, if you're looking for something and you simply can't find it, you could phone a friend or ask your neighbor. Or you can just pick up the phone and call customer service, and our staff there is happy to help you. So at this time, I want to remind you, we do have just a few minutes left, but if you have any questions about what I've talked about today, you know, some efficiencies of our website, where to find things, searches on our website, you can place them into the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Remember that you can also ask that I demonstrate something that you find is difficult, that you've looked for in the past maybe. Jennifer, I'm going to ask you, has there been any questions placed into the chat or requests for demonstration?
No, not at this time, but I just did want to registrants know that we did email you the corrected presentation.
Okay. All right. We will give you an opportunity to send any follow-up questions if you're like me. You'll go back to work or you'll come in tomorrow to the office and you'll think of something that you want to ask. We do allow you for a period of up to 7 days to submit any presentation-related follow-up questions to us. You can do so by using our education mailbox. In that subject, you should place the name of the presentation and the date, and the person monitoring our education mailbox will forward that email question to me, since I am the one that's the host for this presentation today, and I'll make certain I get you an answer to the question. That information is found on the notes in your PowerPoint presentation. I do want to talk a little bit more about that ever important survey. Please take a few minutes to complete the survey. Tell us what you liked, what we could do better, and suggest any topics for future education. I talked this morning to folks about POE and some of our goals and those topics that we will or that we are planning to present in 2026. If you have any great ideas, please share them with us. We'd love to hear about them. I mentioned earlier that we are already planning or looking to host another Medicare Education Expo Day. If you have any great ideas for some related events that we could present a series on a single day, we'd love to hear from you, and we would certainly consider it. We look at all of the information that you place on those surveys. We do, CMS does. It's important, and we make changes based on that information. So make sure you're telling us what you think. There's different ways for you to complete the survey. Your feedback really is invaluable in ensuring that our education is timely and effective. You can use the link that Jennifer's placed into the chat, and when you exit the webinar, you'll be asked to go to an external site, and that external site is the CMS Qualtrics page for the survey. The message is going to look like what you see here on the screen, with the yellow triangle at the top, the blue continue button on the bottom. It's not malicious or anything. It's meant to pop up because it gives those that haven't already done so an opportunity to take that survey. In just a few minutes, you will receive an email from WebEx. It's going to thank you for participating today, and included in the body of that email is the language that serves as your certificate of achievement. It includes the name of today's event, the contact hours, and the date. That email is what you will need to present to the accrediting body of your choice so they can consider awarding you with CEUs. Now, if you are not watching the slide presentation and you joined only by phone, you will not receive that email with the CEU language. Instead, you'll receive a kind of a sorry we missed you email from WebEx. That's our webinar platform, and that's because WebEx does not have your telephone information. So if you need a CEU, send an email to our education mailbox, wps.gha.education@wpsic.com. Include your 10-digit phone number, the name of the event, and the date, and someone from WPS will send you an email with that certificate of achievement language in it. Jennifer, back to you to check. Have we received any questions?
I'm looking in the chat and I don't see any questions at this time.
Okay. Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate your help today, and I appreciate my team members who've joined us also to listen in today. At this time, on behalf of Jennifer and myself and all of us in Provider Outreach and Education, I want to thank you for attending this webinar. I hope you've learned some efficiencies or some tips that you can take back to your work and really save some time. You know, share that with other people too within your office or organization. We do hope that you are willing to share any of the education you receive from WPS with others that have a need to know. So we look forward to those survey comments, and we hope you will join us for future webinars. This does include this webinar. You may now disconnect. Stay warm and have a wonderful day.